All right, next comic on the stage. Very funny guys. Been working super hard. Give it up for Simba the comic. Thank you all for coming. You know, I thought today was going to be a bad day until I got here and I opened up my car door and I clotheslined a biker. And I was like, oh, I guess today's not going to be all that bad. Because that was pretty funny. You know? Not for him, but for me. I never seen no shit like that before. I thought today was going to be a bad day because somebody got shot in front of my apartment 2 weeks ago. And even though I dragged him to the closest intersection, they still put the memorial in front of my house. How long do you let a memorial stay in front of your house? Because I guess 24 hours wasn't long enough. All the memorials in front of my house are starting to make my one-night stands feel really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. There's a lot of shootings in Milwaukee. You know, when I moved to Milwaukee, I got me a job at the gas station. And people got these fucking service animals. I looked at somebody the other day and I was like, yo, that's not a service animal. That's a fish. You can't walk it, you can't pet it, and Catholics can eat it on Ramadan. Or whatever they call it. This guy leaves his house with his fish like his name is Geppetto. You know? Get the fuck out of here. When I moved to Milwaukee, I fell in love with BBWs. Because Bath and Body Works has some of the best soaps, fragrances, and lotions out there on the market, and I highly suggest it. Y'all like acronym jokes? Milwaukee is filled with slobs. And slobs is an acronym for single ladies on bus stops. And they are not worth picking up, I swear to God. But there's something about a single mother who's in over her head that I find so attractive. So attractive. Like me and my ex's favorite sex position involves 3 people. And it's called the human centipede. She always used to call me a simp, and that's SIMMP. And that stands for shit in my mouth, please. And she'd do it, goddamn. I think she only liked me because she was into BBC and the British Broadcasting Corporation. It's the only news organization I trust. When she found out I started doing comedy, she told me not to quit my day job. But I really wish she would have said something about getting fired from it. Because that would have been helpful. When I lost my job, she said I should have filed for a PPP loan. But I told her I'm not a pimp, a prostitute, or a panhandler. So I don't think I'm going to get approved for no PPP loan. I'm sorry about all these acronyms. But my name is Simba, which is an acronym for Sorry I Made Bad Acronyms. So there's that. I just think acronyms are funny. I feel like it's in my DNA. I recently took a DNA test and I found out a secret about my DNA. The secret about my DNA is my dick, nuts, and ass are all the same shape. No, honestly, I couldn't take that DNA test because the sign-up process was too complicated. My friend told me to go to Ancestry.com, but when I went to Ancestry.com, all I found was a bunch of family-based porn. My guy told me I typed in Incesttree.com instead of Ancestry.com. And I said, tomato. But when I got to Ancestry.com, it wanted me to sign up with an email address. I've never made an email address before. My guy told me to go to Yahoo.com, AOL.com, or Hotmail.com. But when I went to Hotmail, Hotmail.com, all I found was a bunch of gay porn. My guy told me I typed in M-A-L-E instead of like male, like letters. And I said, that makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is my porn algorithm is all fucked up now. You should have seen what happened when I typed in Bang Bros. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. And porn has really desensitized me because the other week, I came on the first pump. And everybody else at the gas station was looking at me like, ew. I wanted to use pump one. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't even like going to the gas station because, you know, every time I go to a gas station, somebody's trying to sell me weed from outside of it. I don't even smoke weed from Milwaukee because drug dealers slap their own names onto it like it makes it smoke any better. My guy hit me up. He said, I got some Frosted Flakes. It's like, what type of weed is Frosted Flakes? He said, I spilled some cocaine in my shake weed. And now I call it Frosted Flakes. I'm like, I am not interested. Not interested. I got another one named after another cereal called Cocoa Puffs. What type of weed is Cocoa Puffs? It's like, it's really chunky cocaine. It's not weed. And I said, I don't do cocaine. He's like, oh, bro, you don't do cocaine? I got another one named after another cereal called Oops All Fentanyl. I said, oh, you're gonna have a hard time selling that one, I swear. He looked at me and he said, I could sell water to a fish. And I said, yeah, motherfucker, fish need water. Have you ever tried selling a person from Milwaukee car insurance? That would be like 10 times harder. He said, obviously, does a bear shit in the woods? And I said, not those Charmin bears. They shit in a toilet inside of a house, and they're very particular about their toilet paper. I made him laugh. He was like, ha ha, you right, bro, you right, but a broke clock is right twice a day. And I said, not a digital clock. You fuck up the battery, that's just gonna be blank. He got upset with me. He pulled out his gun. And he said, guns don't kill people, people kill people. And I said, don't say that to Alec Baldwin. Because he's devastated. He said, get the fuck out of my... I get out of the car, I'm at the gas station. And I've been doing stand-up comedy a while, and I got recognized for the first time at the gas station. The gas station attendant looked at me and he said, aren't you the guy that was stealing chips from here 2 weeks ago? I told you not to come back in here. And I was like, oh, cool, you recognize me. I guess I'm memorable. I go outside the gas station, and this guy says, hey, can I pump your gas? I say, I don't give a fuck. It's not fun for me. But after he pumps my gas, he has the audacity to ask me for money like I owe him something. And I always tell him the same thing. That wasn't part of the deal, bitch. I got my own problems I'm worried about. Like, I just told a bunch of panhandlers I'll pay them 25 cents per cicada killed in front of my house. But now I just got a bunch of fucking bums outside of my house. Smoking crack, climbing trees, and killing crickets. And I told them, yo, that is not a social drug. And that is not the right insect. So I am not fucking paying. If you don't pay them, I swear to God, they do not leave. So now I have a plantation of panhandlers on my property that I employ that periodically piss me the fuck off, but sometimes it's convenient. Like, I was walking outside of my house and I bought an umbrella from a panhandler on a rainy day. I didn't buy the umbrella because I wanted the umbrella. I bought the umbrella because I wanted to see him panhandle without the umbrella. Seeing panhandlers in the rain is good for the kids in the community. And plus, it's a free shower. So I throw liquid detergent on them after the transaction. Keep the change. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy because I bought an umbrella from a panhandler on a rainy day. People used to never laugh at that sentence until I changed the word blowjob to umbrella. And then people were like, oh yeah, I could stand behind that joke. Because some people be like, Simba the comic, Simba the comic, Simba the comic, all one word on Instagram, Simba, Simba, Simba. You can't make fun of panhandlers, that's punching down with your comedy. And then I asked that person for $1, a lighter, and a cigarette, all in the same sentence. And they were like, oh, I guess you can make fun of panhandlers because you're a fucking bum yourself. But I'm not a bum, I'm an Uber driver. And all I'm saying is panhandlers should be seen and not heard. If they're standing on their corner holding that sign that I'm trying to avoid reading, being quiet, I'll throw some shekels at them. I don't give a fuck. As long as they don't touch me when I'm giving it to them. But if they're standing in the middle of the road, knocking on windows, trying to intimidate me and the other drivers, I'm gonna spit in their fucking face. And it makes my Uber customers feel really uncomfortable. My name is Simba the Comic.